Good morning to you all. Welcome to day 730, 2 years where we started this journey. Thank you for joining us. I'm not going to say too much this morning. I'm just going to move the camera around just to show everyone what's going on. But a good way to start the day, we'll just look above Governor General's guts, and we've got a nice line there to start the morning. We can get his flag in the background, Hurley's flag with a chemtrail. I was trying to get this all started by 10 o'clock this morning. I'll try and get everyone in position. But love to you all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming along with this journey with us. We will all keep fighting until this is over. Better zoom out. It's good to see nice crowds back in the car park over here. Happy birthday to you, Michael Brown. So the ACT police turned up early, closed the roads, but that's okay. We can park up the road a little bit further, no stress whatsoever. I'll just keep the camera rolling for a bit. I'm just going to go and get a few things organised because we do have to get underway. No, but it's always a happy birthday. I know that, Jimbo. Keep on fighting, legend. Anyway, I can't even read the chat, so I'm going to get things set up in position. I'll get someone to move these around shortly. But thank you. Cheers, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys.
So that's Dr.
You guys
Nixon's
have
work.
been
And now
chat
he's
for
in a
quite
great
a while as well. So this bio was like this. Thank you all for raising awareness and passing this message out to everyone. It's exposed 28 and the rest. We know that's just a small part. Yeah, corruption and someone I've exposed and
got 11. I've got half a dozen 11s in the cars. As long as I've got one for my cousin tonight, I can do
Would
it.
you like had a stack and it didn't matter what you had on?
I've left 2 in my apartment, so I'm actually still got 2 back.
But then I got sick and and he was
Testing. 1, 2.
1, 2,
1, 2.
3, 4. 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. Oh, I should have been on all of them, but I just got one.
It's great to see some friends from different
by accident? No, it's by design.
Queensland tour. But yeah, one thing I did say yesterday that we did have won't give up, won't forget about the children.
I keep seeing that you're here from like your story and that, and I'm like, I'm sure I'll see Chris
And trying to
a few places. And like, we'll get around to it. Just managed to see Corey this morning, and I've seen him yesterday. Like, look at that.
which is Governor General's job, which he has.
Yeah, thanks. I went to the car for it and couldn't find it, and I thought, oh,
And will remain.
thank you so much. You guys are the best. Say hi, there. Oh, come on. Good, how are you?
Well, it's everyone's birthday today, Michael.
Jumping. No jumping. So sick of saying that. He is a good boy. There's just a lot happening.
Yeah, Rosalie, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Her
He
determination
learns
is
well.
something.
I just got to stay on it and be like, no,
Yeah,
carry
just
on.
the energy
Pull
and
off.
effort and time put in is really.
You haven't got one? Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah. What are you on, Shannon? What are you for?
The also be doing their job and arresting child abuse. That would be great if they did that. Last time I asked them whether they might actually arresting people, but do not at this stage harm anyone else.
Lily's here, actually. And then she's got a photo taken with people today. How are you holding 2 flags there? She's got a picture taken with
Yeah.
and I put in there.
Thanks for sharing the time and energy.
And I got a photo taken with because we worked on the same line.
Maybe something to keep on the same page in the social media is like just hashtag
Good morning, people. Good morning, officers. Thank you. Just remember, guys, this is actually a road. It does have cars travelling up and down at a regular interval. And if there's a dignitary comes in, they come in with lead and back cars and they travel at a fair pace. They are actually told to protect the person in the car behind, so they may actually run into you if they think you're a threat. So please, just remember, stay off the roads. If you do cross the road, just check that there's not a vehicle coming in either direction. They do come and go on a regular basis. Very much appreciated. Cameras are okay over here. Flag bearers there, it's fine. And everybody else, we can just hang in this sort of area, left to right. Oh. We'll start again, sorry. Didn't realise you couldn't hear me. Yeah, again, I'll say again, be careful. Road is active. Dignitaries do come down here. They lead vehicles and they're told to protect the dignitaries. They actually do have approval to run into people if it's a matter of protecting their dignitary. So yeah, we don't stand in the middle of the road, and if we do cross the road, we just check to make sure there's no vehicles going either direction. Thank you. We've worked with Richard for quite some time, and Richard has always been really good, really accommodating. And ACT Policing, they're up there doing their thing. Richard is in control of this area, and he's happy for us to work with him. It's a very appreciated. Thank you, guys. We'll do a bit of a backstory before we start. Exposed at 28. I'm actually haven't got that shirt on today. I've got a Brother Canberra shirt on. Historical shirts. A lot of you are wearing historical shirts that mean a lot to a lot of people. Mean a lot to this country. The Exposed at 28. There's a Wood Royal Commission that hid 28 high-profile pedophile names, and you'll hear that in the proclamation we read to the governor every day for the last 730 days. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Never lets us down. 730 days, as Richard just said to me a minute ago, he said, you know, it's amazing feat from anybody for anything, sportsmen or anything. And he said if everybody committed to whatever they believe in like that, this country would be a different place. That was Richard just there. He just said that, and that's the truth. End of story. If anybody stands up for what they believe for every day, regardless of the amount of days, this country would be amazing. It is an amazing country already, but we know there's issues that need to be sorted. We can make this country great again by making Australians great again. It's as simple as that. Everything else is a byproduct of people not being their best self. We'll get started. Proclamation and the ode first. And there's 2 minutes silence in the ode because the king originally thought that the 2 minute silence would go for 2 minutes. The silence would go for 2 minutes. They have shortened it down to 1 minute because they can't be bothered waiting 1 minute for the souls who have left, who fought for our freedoms, the people that didn't come home. We have more than 2 minutes for those people. So that's why there's a 2 minute silence. I'll hand the microphone over to our ex-serviceman here. He's got an amazing story of his own.
I'll just ask all of those that have hats on, please remove hats. And I'll call stand to. They went with songs into battle. They were young, strong of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds unencountered. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them. Lest we forget.
For those that don't know, that was the rebellion. Your Excellency, David Hurley, as Governor-General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from the ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the reveal of the unredacted findings of a police report from the Woodrow Commission 1995 to 1997. The Woodrow Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature. These included judges, government officials, an ex-Prime Minister, and others, frightening enough. That our Australian government and Parliament has made no attempt to undo a 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan, given time from fellow senators, delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated on that day, it is not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 on the police report, keep each other's secrets. What he's referring to there is the people who keep the secrets, e.g. parliamentarians and government and attorney generals, are as the 28 people. Further into his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary system. The public will never lose confidence in the truth. The judiciary system has its confidence lost by covering up the truth. Governor-General, how can you justify a 90-year suppression order of a police report from the Woodrow Commission, given that the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on this case, in a time when a brand new house was $100,000? We have the right to full disclosure of this investigation, as we paid for it. 28 painful years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 in Government House in Queensland and been persecuted. There's people here that have been arrested and charged today. And we have stood daily for 2 years, 730 days, since the 7th of February 2022, here at this front gate in Yarralumba. We are either real victims of pedophilia or child trafficking, family members of victims of pedophilia or child trafficking, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. This does not have a place in our community. We, the people, require the individual honoured with the position of Governor-General to uphold the requirements of the office of Governor-General and inquire why the Governor-General has not stepped in to expose the 28, has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach, inhibiting people from peacefully politically protesting for their freedoms and their rights, which as it is protected in this country. Criminal Code Act 1995, 83.4, the right to peacefully politically protest. I say, let it be up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, the judiciary, government, parliament, media, and yourself, Governor-General, on all of these matters. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of Australia. Every day, 730 days. One acknowledgement, we had a letter from his office. He said, this was a New South Wales Royal Commission. I do not have the power. Funnily enough, Royal Commissions are under the Royal Commission Act 1901. And guess who has supreme control over a Royal Commission? The Governor General. Because he is the royal side of this old equation. People say, who is the Governor General? What is he? His job is literally to be the buffer between the people and a tyrannical government. His job to issue writs for elections. He can end government and parliament at any time he chooses. He's done it once, when requested, not this particular Governor General, but that was not for the reason the people would need him to do it. But this Governor General has not stepped in through everything that we have seen that the people have stood for and stood up against and stood strong and ordered the writs for fresh elections and ended Parliament, which is his job. End a tyrannical government when they are not ruling for the people anymore. Why is there grass on Parliament building, on the roof? The idea of that was because the people stood over top of Parliament, over top of politicians and senators. Does anybody notice that there's a fence around there now so you can't walk up on top of Parliament? Because they don't want the people to have any beliefs that they have the power over them. I am only one man, what can I do? Said one of 27 million people. 27 million people. You're not one, you are many. Stand in your truth, stand for what you believe for. Like Richard said, if everybody just stood for what they believe for, this country would be a completely different country. Stand in your truth and your morals. Thank you.
Good morning, Governor General. And Linda, you're complicit too. His wife. They're right in it together. My name is Joanne, and I'm a proud Australian sixth-generation woman. Very proud. My forefathers fought for this country. I have lost confidence in the government. Federal, state, and illegal local. Twice voted down in referendum. One other time, the government has not listened to the people. And we have local governments. I instruct you, Governor General David Hurley, to dissolve federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, we want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission. They are signed, they are police reports from the Police Integrity Commission. We need you to get them out of your filing cabinet and put them on the table for the Australian people. And if I hear one more politician telling me they don't know about the 28 alleged pedophiles, I can actually say it's bullshit. I spoke to Pauline Hanson yesterday. She doesn't know anything about them. She is a liar and deceiver, like all the rest. It's appalling. they lie straight to our faces and think nothing of it. And the police overreach in trying to inhibit us from peacefully protesting. Look at it here. I mean, you're nice guys, but gee, overreach. These two things are not up for negotiation, and we'll be here for another 730 days until we can protect the children of Australia from the pedophiles. Pedophilia is not child love. It is rape. The only organ of your body you can love a child with is your heart. Please love them with your hearts. Have a good day. Also, if you don't believe that there's a child sex trafficking and pedophilia industry in Australia, please look at the National Redress Scheme. Look at the map of Australia, all the institutions that are complicit in the rape of our children. This is not good enough. And they're mainly funded by a lovey-dovey govy. Us. We fund it. Royal commissions. They gather all the information from the good people of Australia, traumatising them again to get their stories. And what do they do with all this information? They bloody hide it! 90-year suppression orders. That's working for the Australian people. But don't forget the redress scheme. They pay off the bloody poor traumatised people, and none of the perpetrators go to jail. They run around on the streets.
How do you know this? Do it again. How do you know this?
Why do I have to say that?
You don't.
Do your job. You're great Australians. You've got to stand up for our children, especially you. Law enforcement. Please put them behind bars. They've got charges against them. I've seen the bloody charge sheets. It's time to stand up for the Australian people. Have a great day.
Governor General, I'm not going to stand here and tell you how I've lost faith in you because we all know, everyone has. I'm going to show you 23 pages of convicted and charged police officers in Australia in the last 2 years that we've been standing here. 23 pages. And I'm going to say, former Victoria Police Senior Constable has been hit with 110 charges after he was caught with 168 hours of child sexual abuse footage. Alan Hawley, 49, allegedly found in possession of 19,856 images and videos of child sexual abuse material. Victorian Police Sergeant Paul Revere, facing child sexual abuse charges, has been arrested in Queensland. So not only did he move from Victoria to Queensland, we don't want him. Then we'll go here. WA Police Officer Jason Allen Taylor has been hit with a string of child sex offences over his alleged relationship with a 13-year-old girl. Gary Edward Burton, a retired WA police officer with more than 40 years service, who was a friend of ex-Commissioner Carl O'Callaghan, is behind bars for sexually abusing 3 boys, aged 11, 12 and 16, over more than a decade. And you wonder why we can't trust the cops. Now, I I could go on. But it disgusts me. And there's more in here about lifting suppression orders. And one judge was nice enough to lift a suppression order because she realised that it wasn't protecting the victim, it was protecting the high-profile predator. And the reason these people feel comfortable to do this, and in here I could find it and read it, but I'm just too disgusted and I'm shaking too much, was two police officers on duty who pulled up in their police car and raped a 14-year-old girl at a train station. Now, what kind of culture breeds police officers that are on duty together that think, oh yeah, I'm going to chat to my mate next to me and say, let's go rape a 13-year-old girl. Now, what kind of culture breeds that? One where you protect each other. One where you go, hey, we're not going to get in trouble because we all band together and we protect each other's secrets. And if we do get caught, we suppress it. Let's blow the whistle on corruption. Thank you.
Very enthusiastic, Joe. Very enthusiastic whistleblowing from everybody. We know what happens to whistleblowers. The government said that they're open and transparent and they're going to protect whistleblowers. And look at the only whistleblowers that have stepped forward. Look how much protection they've had. Watch out, guys. Car on the road. Car on the road and a push bike, guys. I'm going to ask some people to embarrass themselves. I'm going to ask the people that were here on the very first day to step forward. Yes, Corey, that's you too. I know you got a flag, but you have to step forward. Here they are here, guys.
Come on, Booty. You're here too.
Yep.
We're down one.
Down one.
Actually,
He'll get here in a minute.
Flower.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Richard, can you take a step forward, just one? Thank you very much, sir. Richard's been here the whole time, and we've never, ever, ever had a bad word with Richard, a bad day with Richard. Thank you very much for your service, Richard. Give him a round of applause, guys. These people have been here, some of them not the entire time, for 730 days one way or the other, and supported. None of us are on government payments or handouts of any sort. We are completely all self-funded. Because a lot of people say, oh, you know, they're just the old bludgers doing this. I can tell you that most of the freedom movement are not the old bludgers. Most of the freedom movement don't want handouts. They don't want to be controlled or stepped on or etc. These people, can I have a round of applause for these people, please? They're amazing. Thank you very much, people.
And Phil. And Phil.
He's fault. All Phil's fault.
They keep telling me it's my fault. I just came up with the idea. These guys encouraged me. There's other people here that I'd like to step forward to. And these people will know who they are because they've been here for the amazing amount of time. Anita, look at this beautiful lady here. Her numbers of days probably out to pass my own. Joe, man, since Joe came along, wow, what a woman. Hazel, is Hazel here? There she is hiding in the back. I would like to bet she has the most numbers of days here. Yes, Hazel. I know, because I secretly worked it out, Hazel. She heard me speak one day on the lawn about what I was doing, and she's been here ever since. Tobias, we met Tobias here protesting one day. He came here. I think he'd be right up there. He'd probably surpass my own days as well. He's not here at the moment. He went to support one of our people in court. He's got caught today with some trumped-up charge where he questioned the Constitution, and you should have heard the gobbledygook that came from the Attorney General's office. So much so, they tried to bribe him into leaving the case alone by giving him a $50 fine. That was all they said. Oh, we'll just take it down to a $50 fine. He went, no, you're removing my constitutional right. So now he's appealed it, and now the Attorney General office has put in an application to become part of the prosecution because they want to cover up what they said. He's not letting them. He's not letting them because what people don't realise is that the other court was a magistrate's court. No legal precedent set in a magistrate's court. He's going to a high court now. There will be legal precedents set, and they're desperately trying to defend the changes they've made to the Constitution. A lot of people don't realise that the Constitution originally was attacked and tried to change. And they said they were going to change this little bit, and we just want you to vote on this little bit we're changing. What they actually were voting on was 157 changes of the Constitution unlawfully, without referendum, because they were going to say this is the Constitution now. It's not. It is not the Constitution that they sprout. It's not the real one. We have a copy been handed down by generations of the original they sent out. Miguel. Oh, Nana. Nana, what can I say? Karen, where is Karen hiding? Oh. Oh, she's hiding. We know, Joe, because she was standing here a minute ago. D will be hiding somewhere. She was here right from the early days. Beautiful woman. You heard Dee speak a minute ago. Vaughan had to work today. He ran out of money. Self-funded, ran out of money, he's gone back to work. Every day that he has off, he's here. Persecuted by law enforcement, ACT policing, Queensland policing. No, this man here got persecuted by Queensland for standing the Governor Generals. Arrested. Sorry, the governors. This is the Governor General. 730 days, people. 730 days. One reply from the Governor General in 730 days. One. And it was misinformation. Oh, I wonder if we can get him with a misinformation bill. Oh, that's right. The government's exempt, and so is media, interestingly enough. Huh? Yeah, it's on the cards. Yeah. The second letter went to him. We've given him a chance to reply to it. Maybe we should make the letter public. Yeah, we sent it in by registered mail and they didn't accept it because of COVID. They don't take registered mail because of COVID. How does the office run? How do they accept mail at all? I can tell you another interesting fact that this gentleman here knows, that the registered mail going to the Gold Coast Council doesn't go to the Gold Coast Council. The post office employed 3 people to open all the registered mail not addressed to them, filter it, and only send the stuff on to the council that they think the council will want to act on.
Isn't that a crime?
That's mail fraud. And if anybody knows anything about the mail, you know that mail law is one of the strongest laws that we have. Why? Because the Postmaster General was the highest person in the land. Why? Because all military orders were delivered by post. So they had to be honourable. So the Gold Coast Council commit mail fraud probably every day. Interesting.
I never rejected my checks when I had to pay my tax.
Yeah, they never reject. Send your tax by, send your rates by registered mail. See what happens. Corruption. Let's blow the whistle on corruption again. It is deep, deep, deep corruption, people. And the pedophilia is at the root of it. The child trafficking is at the root of it. You remove those people, you will remove a lot of the problems, because those people don't have morals and standards. So they're not going to do the morally right thing by the people, never alone the kids. They're going to take those kids' freedoms. They're going to take their rights to be innocent with no concern other than their own. We know. We know. Thank you, people. Please, there's food and stuff over there if there's any left. Sorry. Yeah, we've got a few people who would like to instruct. And let's have it. Anybody who wants to instruct the Governor General, please come over here.
Governor General David Hurley, my name is Vicky. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve federal parliament and issue the writs for fresh elections immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public, unredacted, immediately.
Yes, yes.
These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day for another 2 years if it takes it.
We're not going away.
Until you do as you're instructed. Our children, our grandchildren, and now I have a great-granddaughter. They are important. We love them. We protect them. Please protect them with us. Do your job.
That you're paid for.
David Hurley, my name is Nana. I have lost confidence in you, the government, the police, the media, government on all levels, including the local government that was rejected twice by the people in a referendum. I instruct you to dissolve federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Furthermore, I want all the documents that my friend, Senator Bill Heffernan, produced under an order to produce, released to the people, unredacted, immediately. And just in case you're not aware of what unredacted is, we don't want to see any of those black text lines, so put them away. These two things are not up for negotiation or for discussion. We will be here every day until you do as instructed.
They pinched the cheat sheet. David Hurley! Hello, Governor General! Rattle my windows. There you go. My name is Pa. I've lost confidence in your crappy government. Federal, local and state. I demand that you dissolve Parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Furthermore, all the documents, you know, the ones you think you can't get your hands on and all that rubbish. I want those documents released to the people unredacted. These options, these are not up for negotiation. Just throw that away. Immediately! Give me the documents, David, and dissolve the parliament. Do your job. It's what you got to do. Stand up and be a man. Remember, you bullied Ruby, and I will never forget you for that.
Governor General David Hurley. My name is Sue. I have lost confidence in this government and I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for fresh elections immediately. Further, I want the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to we the people, unredacted, and you need to do it now. You've been postponing this for a very, very long time. Do your job, David Hurley, and do what you've been instructed to do. These things are not up for negotiation. You need to be doing your job. And even if we can't be here at your gate, we are still instructing you from wherever we are. So do your job.
Just in case my phone goes flat, go on YouTube, expose them on the channel.
Governor General David Hurley. My name is Lynn. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day until you do as instructed.
Well done. Well done. Hey, Rita. Need the paper?
Freelance, ad lib. Dave, you know, I was taught to give respect to people that had positions, but you're not doing your job, so it's a bit hard to give you the respect of your title. So I'm just going to say, Dave, I hope you're watching with all these cameras here, videoing us and keeping an eye on us because we're so dangerous and rebellious. Let me tell you, we might be less in numbers here than what we were a year and a half ago, but our numbers are growing. There are so many people that aren't here, but around Australia, that are for one reason or another joining the movement. The displeased citizens of this country, good, decent people that just aren't getting a break. We talk about child sex abuse and child trafficking. There's so many damaged people around. And you hurt enough people and you're going to get people angry and upset. And they're all starting to see what's going on here. Europe, mainstream media controls what we see, but there's a lot going on and people can get to see what's going on. And all that is doing is instilling courage in all of us. Get this, Dave. It's changing in Australia because it's all happening one conversation at a time. We're talking to people, people are listening, people are seeing the evidence of what's been done by everybody who's culprit in all of this crime. And they are hearing the truth because the truth will always come out and everyone's going to have to stand before everyone else and admit to it.
Governor General David Hurley. My name is Paul. I have lost confidence in this government, I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for fresh elections immediately. Further, I want all documents in Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the people unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. David Hurley, do your job.
This is the Honourable David. I believe there are some people with similar names that seem to stand in dishonour. We won't name them, but I'm David. Similar name. We've seen what's happening overseas. We've seen what the French are doing. And that got me thinking, what's the French national anthem sound like? Because we know our national anthem was changed by the government without a referendum. Well,
Look it up, it actually tells you it was changed at a referendum, but if you actually look closely, it was a plebiscite which was connected to a referendum about something else. If anybody knows what a plebiscite is, that means that they can go against what the people say in a plebiscite. The people said 85%, no, we don't want the change. But if you look it up on Google, it tells you it was changed in a referendum. In a referendum, not by a referendum. It's a plebiscite.
more corruption. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, blow the whistle on corruption. So, excuse my French, but I will read the words to the French anthem. Let's go, child of the homeland. The day of glory has come. Against us from the tyranny, the bloody banner is raised. The bloody banner is raised. Can you hear in the countryside? Blared the wild soldiers. They come right into your arms, cut the throats of your sons and your companions. To arms, citizens, your battalions. Let's walk, yes, let's walk, owning an impure blood. Water our furrows, water our furrows. That's spirit. Look at what the French are doing. Oui, oui.
Anybody who's been to France, they know how to protest. I've been there while they've protested several times. And you've got to remember, their military walk the streets every day in groups of 3 with machine guns. Every day they face the military with machine guns. The military don't turn on the French people because when the French people turn, they run and hide.
As they said to Macron, we've done it once before. We can do it again. Let's just have a quick, brief chat about integrity, gentlemen and ladies, especially the ones dressed in their costumes. Integrity is something that your oath says that you have. Protecting the people is something that your oath says you'll do. Paying, you beat me, Scott. Paying a mortgage is no excuse to go against your oath, to go against what should be your morals, what the morals of society are. And that goes everything from inhibiting people politically, protesting, to not acting on pedophilia, and to say, I'm just a traffic cop, or the boss didn't send me here to do that today. That's no excuse.
I'm just doing my job, said every coward ever.
Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. You're all on notice. Your station was served on multiple occasions. You are all on notice. You're on notice of grandmother's law and first law, the true custodians of this land. We the people stand together. We are one. And we will continue to stand as one. You can see some of the true flags flying here today. You can see Lucille flying at the gate. And the duster. Lucille and the duster are both flags which were for the people. Lucille's been designed as a peace flag for the people, for us to stand together with the true custodians of the land that we all stand on, the land that our forefathers fought for in wars that didn't really concern us. But anyway, that's another speech. You men and women in your costumes, you need to stand with integrity and uphold your true oath that you've sworn. Not tell lies, not giggle and smirk and try and hide behind a trailer. Stand in truth, stand in honour.
Honour, not dishonour.
If you're unsure as to what truth and honour is, I'll be more than happy to sit down and talk to you about it.
And what dishonour is.
They know what that is. They got that one. They don't.
And that's what's happening today. Criminals are telling people that they can't speak or they'll get arrested.
Even
for
now they're
revealing the
lying,
truth.
pretending that we're violent and dangerous with all
Criminals protecting criminals. Silence is consent. If you see a crime, report it.
We see you.
Don't arrest the truth tellers.
You know that we know that you know.
We see you.
And you have been served. So take note. If you haven't seen the documents, ask your boss. Because we don't want to take your houses. We don't want to persecute you. We will act in honour.
Police union will not protect you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Honourable David.
David mentioned Lucille, the yellow flag you can see over there. Lots of people asking, what is Lucille? Lucille, one of our original elders, spiritual leader, was asked by the spirits to create a flag which had zero corruption, because all the flags have had a corruption attached to them at some stage. Hey guys, Tobias is back. Let's give him a round of applause for the time he's been here. I'll just finish this. So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is not my show. This is the people's show. This is for the children. Lucille was created by him with zero corruption for the Australian people. Everybody. We can see the Southern Cross in there with the chakra colours. Heart, throat, mind, memorial. You can see the 7 spirits of creation, the 7 small dots. The 2 dots below are men and women. Man and woman. Man and woman. The sun in the middle, which is a bit hard to make out from here, because we all draw our strength from the sun. We all grow. Everything on this planet grows from the sun. The white star, which is also hard to make out from here. Spiritual guidance. He created that flag so we have one with zero corruption for this continent. And he's happy for all people to stand there to move fire. You look like us, thanks, man. Thank you very much for creating that flag. Little story about the duster. Everybody goes up to the wall, missing. The section with the dust on it. Everything to do with the dust has been removed. Both our world wars were fought under the duster because it was the people's flag. People couldn't fly the corporate flag, it was illegal. So they fought under the people's flag, the federation flag. And now it's been removed from our history. They're attempting it anyway. Colour photos are turning black and white. Colour photos have been doctored. You people know the history, keep the history. Just like our original people, tell the history. Written history is written by a man somewhere. Someone told me once when I was driving through Canberra, get a history book. I yelled back, who wrote it? Because that person will write it with prejudice, even if they don't believe they have prejudice. During a court case here, a young lady standing as a natural woman, getting persecuted left, right and centre. I wrote a closing speech for her to help her because she didn't speak well with English, like I just didn't. Maybe her spirit's coming back through me. I wrote in there, I started off with, back when the UK, Great Britain, sent people here during the Federation, they sent convicts. One of the convicts, I can't remember his name, but the shipping company was Alexander Co. When he got here, all his possessions had been rifled through and anything of value was taken. Now, convicts didn't have any rights in the UK, in Britain. But he pushed here for his right to be, to have his rights here. And it went to court. And it was found that he had the rights of every other person every other man that was on this planet. And it was upheld, his rights were upheld, and he sued Alexander. And that was when people that were deemed to be criminals got their rights back. That was a far-fetched idea at the time, in 18-something it was. And this is what I put in her speech, in her last speech. And then I also put in there, it wasn't long after that another far-fetched concept came to life. Women having the right to vote, having rights at all, was a far-fetched concept, but then it became light. And then not long after that, another far-fetched concept, Aboriginal people having rights, was brought to fruition. We know it was actually to get them in the Constitution so they could try and control them. And then I wrote, what this lady is standing here talking to you seems like a far-fetched idea and right. How long, magistrate, before that far-fetched concept is considered far-fetched that it wasn't right? So keep the history, talk the history. And if you feel like it, write the history. Just remember, you may write with prejudice even though you don't have it. There's another lady here who would like to have a talk. She's having a talk at the moment. Paul. Paul was the man that was in court we're talking about. I should have realised because Tobias is back. Tobias would want to have a talk. Then Paul can have a talk.
No need to applaud. Just one person who stands in his truth, speaks up.
Said one of 27 million.
Yes. And I'm glad that I see many more here. It's not time to follow another leader from any other cause. It's time to stand in your own truth. Speak your words. Doesn't matter where you are. The more people speaking their truth and have conversation, the more people will know what's going on in the world. And maybe the politicians, which their task actually is to represent us in Parliament, to speak our words and represent our claims, and not stand in there and tell us what we have to do. If you're not happy with the politicians, who should represent us. Sending an email, sending them a letter, and if you can't send, leave a voice message. Tell them what you want them to do. Then they can action. And I'm here speaking up because I come here on the 31st of January 2022. I know something was wrong and it was time to speak up. Messages and everything else wasn't heard, so I joined a group and hoped that I find like-minded, which I did, more than I ever expected. And since then, still stayed. Got arrested for few reasons. Charges get dropped on lack of evidence, up on the loan. We experience a lot of intimidation and harassment from the police, which turns out they just want to get rid of to protect the parliament. They're not protecting the judiciary to make right and wrongs, to protecting the system so they can charge you more and more money to keep you intimidated. It's not anymore for right and wrong, it's what's written in the legislations. And don't forget, any legislation who is not in line with the Constitution is illegal.
The real Constitution.
Even the Constitution what they produce is so strong, but they're breaking it day by day. And if you go to court, they say you're convicted of this charge, and you still think you're in your truth, and you can prove that this law is not in line with the Constitution, you have to go back and charge and make them accountable. Don't accept a no for an answer. They don't do it either. So,
Paul, that's exactly what Paul's doing.
in this time, I don't want to lose my opportunity to address the Governor General once more. The little one. As the Governor General of this nation, David Hurley, my name is Tobias. As you know, I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state, rejected through a referendum twice the local. There's another explanation why I lost. We have referendums, we're making our judgments, I know. What does the parliament do? The opposite. They're legislating it. I instruct you to solve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. We once thought you were the most powerful man in this country. Now you only have a few duties left over to do. And one is issue the writs for a fresh election. Go back in history, see how it's done. You know it, you can do it. Do it. Because evidence is there. People asking you, throwing emails, letters, phone calls, petition in parliament, ministers, senators speaking up. We want to have a fresh election. No one trusts this government anymore. It's time you do your actions. And furthermore, when you're in there, we want all the documents that Senator have been produced to the Royal Commission, from the Royal Commission in Parliament, unredacted, released to the public. The reason why is we need justice in this country and accountability. Let the court take over. But if they say we put it on a 90-year suppression order because we will lose confidence in the judiciary, it proves there's something wrong. And they're hiding facts which could be against the judiciary. We're not hiding facts, we're making it right. If there's a problem, we have to adjust and fix it. That's the reason why we want to have the documents. And these things, as you know, are not up for negotiations. We will be here, as we proved the last 2 years, every day until actions get done. And actions will happen either way.
All around Australia, people are wearing caps that say 832. And there's a very good reason for it. Because that says what it represents. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. People are passionate about the truth. And that's why we're here. We're here for truth. And we're standing for truth. And I just want to thank everybody also for coming here today. Thank you.
All right. Far out, 2 years, amazing. I was a late comer. I was probably a month behind the original date of this GG's meeting. And yeah, I really acknowledge those that were the first to come to Canberra and make a stand for all Australians, because if it wasn't for you guys, Phil being one of them, and Corey over there, I know. And there's a few others, and I've forgotten the history, so sorry. But yeah, you guys really were the start of the wave that brought the rest of us. So it's huge acknowledge to you guys to listen to your conscience and make your way down here. It's like, yeah, amazing. Full on in awe of you guys. What else was I going to say? Sorry. Oh yeah, just come back from court. It's quite it's quite an experience. So I had a case a few months ago, and I had a constitutional argument, and lo and behold, who turns up but the Attorney General's solicitor, who just a few weeks prior was the lead prosecutor on David McBride's case.
David McBride, they sent their big gun down to shoot the man down for standing this truth.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about that, he was invited, because I brought up a constitutional issue, the Attorney General's invited to get involved, and they said, oh no. They sent in a submission first, and then they said, well, you turn up in court. And they said, oh no, we shouldn't have to turn up in court, it's all good. And then I wrote my reply to their submission, and the very next day there was an email, oh, actually, yeah, we are going to turn up in court, and we're going to send our lead prosecutor. So there's something in my submission that has spooked them a little bit. And it turns out they found me guilty. The magistrate was under a lot of pressure, of course. He couldn't let a little man defeat the Attorney General in a magistrate's court. So I was found guilty, of course, with a 50... accused of being guilty. Accused, of course. And with a $50 fine, which we, when I left court, decided that was their bribe. He's just pay $50 and shut up and go away, please. Which I didn't accept that offer and appealed. And what's the most like, it's quite astounding. Like the submission from the Attorney General was it was less than uni student quality. It was like more like high school quality submission. And one of the things which was quite astounding, they said, oh, they made a whole bunch of like gobbledygook arguments. And they said, it doesn't matter anyway, because the Australian Capital Territory is a territory and not a state. So therefore, Section 92 of the Constitution does not apply to Canberra. So,
because it says state.
yes. Yeah. But if you do look, and I did in my reply to that submission was, well, hang on, look at, I believe it's Clause 6 of the Constitution, which clearly defines state and territories in the Constitution are all go under the name of state. So, yeah, anyway, so they're... I
wonder why they turned up with their big guns.
So anyway, it's quite interesting because, yeah, there's a few points there. If I win, if they allow me to win, which is... They can't really allow me to win, so it's going to be an interesting case, but they will have to make some changes to the laws in Canberra. So, which will affect many people here, because it was all about them removing my right to drive in Canberra for not paying a small fine, which could include which the same applies to people just with an $80 parking fine. They will remove your right to drive in Canberra, and as soon as you cross the border, you'll be arrested and put in the lockup if you don't agree to their terms and conditions.
What was the constitutional problem with the fact they took your right to drive away?
Oh yeah, so Section 92 is of the Constitution is about the freedom to travel, its ability to travel freely amongst the states without any particular persecution in one state. So I basically, with my license, I can drive anywhere in Australia, but as soon as I crossed the border of the Canberra border, I was like, right, no, you're going to be locked up now, and because you're, anyway, whatever. Yeah. Oh, New South Wales. Oh, he's talking on the phone. Ah, dear me. Anyway, that's that story.
Why did you need to travel? Why did you have to?
Oh, yeah, so that's right. So I brought up, this is why it gets touchy, because, well, for one thing, well, being the centre of ACT, being this head of power, this is where the head of power is. So if anything, there should be exemptions to make it even easier to come and protest and petition your government and have access to your head of power, not restricting it. So it's an interesting case. Yes. Oh yeah, so that I brought up in my submission that it's also inhibiting the right to protest. So it's actually kind of, their laws are actually very on the side of criminal. So yeah, so it's a very, very touchy subject, but it's based on very solid principles, including like the first, I'll tell the long story now, or I'll extend my story. But I did not actually get my notice that my right to drive was removed in Canberra. So I unknowingly was driving around here until the police pulled me up. They did say they sent it. But I didn't claim any notices that were written in foreign languages. So that's another part of the story. But I would like an answer in the court to that too, which they refute. They've just brushed over many things. No, there's no proof. No, there's no proof of sending it, and there's no proof that things were returned unclaimed either. They don't take notice. Yeah. So if there was a notice, it wasn't particularly legally served. Oh, that's where I'm getting back to the principle of conviction. What is it? Guilty without conviction. So they've taken on the place of a judge to convict someone of a crime that, well, they don't have any right to do that. They've just, with no possibility to defend yourself. And yeah, so that's the first principle they've crossed. Then the second one is the Section 92 of the Constitution, and then there's the hindering the right to protest. I'm sure there's something else in there too.
Paul, what sort of legal background did you have before this?
Oh, well, I grabbed the mic. Geez, no, I've been following those the Know Your Rights mob since like a couple of years after they started. So I basically fought, anytime I've got any fine, I've taken it to court. And it can be quite surprising. Like at first, like the first time I went to court, I was just like, to the magistrate, I was just like, yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. Okay, good. But I actually won because there's a tree overhanging a stop sign and I didn't see it and I got pulled over for not stopping at a stop sign. So I actually won that case, funny enough. And then, but it's interesting when you write letters to authority figures and to watch them back off very quickly if you're on the right track. So they will threaten you and scare you as much as possible. But if you push back a little bit, sometimes they bowl over really easy. And then once you get that experience of like, wow, I am actually doing the right thing here and they're in the wrong. It's like then it becomes a bit of a bad hobby, really. It's a bad hobby. I don't recommend it, but at the same time, you need to do it to know where, unfortunately, the police are bluffing you and get you to self-incriminate. And I do have a real grudge against the police, unfortunately, because I do believe they look for trouble where none exists and then get you to self-incriminate when you're not a criminal. And I really don't like that.
Right for corruption.
Thank you for that little bit of insight, Paul. On the pushback against infringement notices, not fines, infringement notices, sometimes it takes multiple pushbacks. I requested one to be reviewed. They got upheld. I requested it to be reviewed again. It went straight to Spur. Spur rang me up and said, you owe us money. And I went, oh, you shit. I told them I was taking this to court. It went back to them. They sent it to me again and said it's upheld again. I said, no problem. We're going to court. We withdraw. 4 times it took before they would draw. When Spur mentioned that I owed the money, I went, A, you're a corporation I never signed a contract with, so you're not getting anything from me. And B, that should have never gone to you because I requested it to go to court. And I said, if you persist, I will be taking you to court for illegal action. And I'll also send a message to the transport to say that I was taking them to court for being judge and jury without my day in court. Doesn't work every time. Sometimes they do persist and you need to go to court. And just recently I was meant to be in 2 particular court cases, and I was talking with David and I decided I'm not giving them any more of my time. So I just send documentation now and we'll see how that goes. Not guaranteed to work, probably going to hurt me, but they try to hurt me every day. They try to hurt my kids. They try to hurt my... I could tell you a crazy story about my son. They try to hurt all of us, and they try to hurt children every day. Children. They do, correct, thank you. They do it. And just remember, I had a discussion with an officer yesterday because someone queried him about a crime that was reported. An 86-year-old lady had a cheekbone broken. You guys in blue might want to listen to this or plug your ears so you don't have to do anything about it. This young lady of 86, yeah, well, yeah. You're on notice of listening to this, guys, and your oath says you have to act on a crime reported. This young lady of 86 was having glass ball bearings fired at her with a slingshot by somebody, and multiple people here and still retain that evidence, and there's vehicles with damage of that evidence. She, 86-year-old woman, 68, sorry. So close, same numbers. 68-year-old woman, confronted this man and, what are you doing? Started recording, what are you doing? He punched her in the face and broke a cheekbone. It was reported to the police, ACT police. ACT police, and you're standing right there on the border of your jurisdiction. We proved that one in court too. And the guy was arrested, brought into custody, questioned, and he said, she threatened me. Charges were not laid. He was let go. And I brought this up to the police officer yesterday, and he said, I'm not here for that. That's what someone was talking about that a minute ago. I'm not here for that. That's not my job today. I said, I don't care if it's your job. He said, anyway, it was investigated. If you have a problem, tell, I forget what they called, that you send a complaint in, the complaints line. 1-300 complaints line. We've done that. We put in 40-something complaints about a thing, and they sent back a robot answer. All exactly the same. We're telling you that crime is not being investigated properly. We're telling you, and you are police officers, and your oath says you must investigate any crime you know of, or kick it up the line so it is investigated. So I'm putting you on notice today that 68-year-old woman still has damage to her face, and that was not an appropriate investigation. The second crime has been committed, and that is the cover-up of a crime. You're on notice that a crime was covered up. Investigate it. Do your job. I believe that a lot of you actually stood into that role because you wanted to help the communities. Don't take no for an answer from your superiors. Stand in your truth, stand in your morals, guys. I know you have them. No doubt you have kids and you want them to have morals and standards as well. You're on notice. I don't know where I was going with that. I get angry when I think of that particular thing. Oh, Paul wants to talk again.
No, I just wanted to say that, going head to head against the Attorney General now, it's just from years of just defending myself. So Yeah, it's like I wouldn't, 10 years ago, I'd be, no way I'd take this on, but at the moment, I've just got to the level that I know enough now that I know I'm standing in the right ground, and if they want to judge me as guilty, I know I'm not guilty. So, don't know what that means. I just mean, but yeah, just take care of yourself, stand your ground, and just over time, you'll become a powerhouse.
You know why you become a powerhouse? Because you stand in your truth. Your truth. We all know the basic law of the land. Do not do harm to others or inhibit someone's freedom and their rights. If you stand in that basic truth, you will never break a law, because government can only control people, criminals. Government can only control criminals. So they keep creating laws until good men are breaking the law. The acts and statutes and legislation and etc., etc., etc. Stand in your truth, people. Don't commit acts which cause harm to others or inhibit their freedoms. No harm, loss or injury. End of story. Natural law. Does anybody else want to address the governor, etc.? One more.
I got pissed off before and I didn't eat properly. So we're a constitutional monarchy, right? Even though our royal family is really shit, but it doesn't matter. Any one of us can be the king or the queen because it's just a figurehead. So when we got a minister for the republic in the government, that's foreign influence and that's treason. And that's the reason why this government should be folded. All right, we've got a minister for the republic and an assistant minister for the republic.
Sorry, guys.
That's treason. Dissolve the government. That's what I had to say. Thanks, Phil. And thanks everyone for coming, because the motivation you give everybody else out there, like me, who's miles away, makes me come back here every year. Say thanks.
Thanks, guys. We've had a technical glitch. We've had an overheating of our musical device. So, it's out of the case. Trying to cool down. Yeah. I think it's going to take a bit longer than that to cool down. The Kane Obes, we're still here. I think it's a little bit of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew that, but we thought we'd do that after Kane Obes, but we maybe do it before, and that'll give this thing a chance to cool down. Which one you got?
You got it?
No, I won't download for me.
Oh, I've already got it downloaded.
That's disconnect. Ask me how I know.
Because she just told me.
I'd just like to thank everybody for being here today. We have a lot of family that come and go all the time, family and friends. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. We know you're standing out there doing the right thing, even though you're not here. And I'd particularly like to thank our family on YouTube, the Digital Digs. They're with us all the time, support us, encourage us, give us shit, you know, the whole works. So thank you so much to them. Oh, especially Dan Vincent. Dan Vincent, that didn't come out.
Yeah, we'll be playing.
And I want you all to know that you all have enormous power. Stand in your power. Raise your vibration. Get out of the survival emotions of anger, hate, and fear. We don't need that anymore. Rise above. Forgive if you're still stuck in hate and anger. Forgive is the next stage. Work up towards being in a place of love as often as you can. When you're in that state, you counterbalance all of the negativity around you. And it's enormous what you can counterbalance. I can't remember the exact figures, but I think one person in a vibration of love counteracts, I think it's 750,000 people. That's huge. Stand in your power, live in love. Thank you.
One more speaker, Vic.
Good day, everyone. Happy New Year 2024. Like that, okay. Happy New Year 2024. I just wanted to say thank you all for coming. Appreciate Phil, 730 days. It's unbelievable. But I remember when I came out here last year, 1 year ago, I believe it was February the 10th for the reunion. And shortly thereafter, I went to the United States to farewell my beautiful mother. And I just wanted to say that when I was over there, I thought to myself, I saw the lives. And I thought, who knows? They were still coming to the Governor Generals. And I thought, well, who knows that they're really there? Here I was, 5,000 miles away in the United States, visiting my sister who watches what's going on here. And I just wanted to say that I really believe that most of you here, we have backgrounds from all over the world. And what we recognize is that this corruption, everything that we're talking about, and you beautiful Australian people who I love this country. I've been here for 35 years. You all have a vested interest in this country. But what's happening, this corruption is happening worldwide in every Western country. And we know why, and we're asking why. And the frustration, the anticipation, anxiety that we all have, we're aware of what is going on. And I believe that I can see how everyone here is rising every single day and recognizing the corruption. And it doesn't seem like it to the average person in the street. And that word average is a nice term. We call them normies, we call them sleepers. We've been trying to wake up humanity, not just in Australia. The world is waking up, and we've referenced what's happening in France, and we've referenced what's happening in all kinds of different countries. There's so much going on that we all see. And I really, really think it was beautiful coming here after 1 year. But the world is watching. The world is aware. We only hope that one day, and that day's coming soon, that everyone in Australia, all of our friends and compatriots and the people who look down upon us, they recognize that we've been standing in truth and freedom. And you guys are some of the most beautiful people in the world. And thank you very much, because we are all awakening. And I look forward to having a celebration with all of us when we all regain our freedom. And these people, these pedophile protectors, finally go down and get the justice that we've been fighting for 3 years and longer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who could said the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, got them out on bail, and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They tow my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no charges, no trespass. Now we got you, take it to the country, all these souls, all the abuse, nobody's gonna cut you, stop off. Yeah, who at the door, mark the die, bring on the storm, live with the epic.
Oh, that was my fault. Whose playlist is that? Sorry, Kane.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. You said the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the road, broken the law. That can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Start, no deeds, no titles, no trespass. Now we judge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut you, loose, knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm, live with the epic. Thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, still here. Return of the soul, nothing to the left. They're still here, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, the oldest civilization. It's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way these warriors fought. Alowari for the law and in June income bore accords. Gotta cut out the cancer. Yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers. That is the answer. Yeah, we're still here. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who took us out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. They're getting scared, front line at the bed, I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on there. We ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camp, done all the camp. 2 weeks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here.
Still here. Charged with trespass on Commonwealth land.
Hello.
Gee, time to stop the music.
And the only people that did that were the
Yes,
cops.
see, we understand it. This is exciting. Yes, Kane was charged with trespass on Commonwealth property on the lawn. And you can hear him say there, no deeds, no title, no trespass. He went into the magistrate's court and asked them to prove he had jurisdiction over him. You don't have jurisdiction. You don't have jurisdiction over kangaroos. Prove your jurisdiction over me. They went High Court straight away. Constitutional challenge. He didn't call it a constitutional challenge, but that's what they called it. He was just standing in his truth. The day before the High Court challenge, we withdraw the charges. Stood in his truth. No LAW, LORE. They're a corporation. And as soon as it's challenged, the corporation backs down if they have no lie that they can pull out of their hat like a rabbit. And Kane just stood in his truth, and they ran. From a young Australian rap artist who stood there and stood his ground. And listen to his music, guys. It's on YouTube. It's free. He's more than happy for you to listen to it. Kane Obes. Thank you, Kane, for that beautiful song. Yep. Can we have, well, many people as you want, really, but we will sing for the children. So anybody that wants to be part of that, please watch the road, come over here and join arms. Maybe some sitting in the front if they want, but if more joining arms, the better. Joe, I think we have to give you the microphone so you can lead in. Go. You're going to have to take this so you can lead in and people can hear you.
Oh, he's singing for the little children.
Is Joe got a mic?
Yeah.
Still here.
Take
a video and then take a still.
Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Not for sale.
Not for sale.
Last song, guys, and then we'll have some coffee and whatnot. Just watch the road, remember, if you're crossing it.
Grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, teach them, be wise, grow and teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, wake up, child, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, teach them, be wise, grow and teach them. Be wise, listen, listen.
Oh, look, that's going to
Listen, listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my
He's making a lot of noise. Hey? He goes, it looks like me.
I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life. Mothers give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, teach them, be wise. Mothers, teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, wake up, child, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen.
Just beware of the road, guys, and move over towards the trees there, please. Thank you.
Freedom.
Thank you, Lulu. Nah, it just so it doesn't blow over when it's full height.
It's such a souvenir. Like I was always, but I did order one, and I didn't get back. Something kept me away from Canada for the next 3 weeks, and I didn't get back.
I'll get on to that now. All right. These are don't fucking put me in that name. Okay.
So guys, that was pretty cool. Hey, pretty powerful. Did you find? A bit emotional at times too, especially when Dee was reading out some of those charges, you know, it's like, yeah, the stories, the individual stories, and but that's why we're here, and that's why we speak the truth every day on this matter and other matters. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. I will find a spot to set you up. I'm just wandering aimlessly right now, trying to figure out where. Any suggestions? Batman?
That's how you do it. I was wondering how you do your walk and talks, and that's how you keep it stable. I thought you might have it on your head or some special stand, but that's you just like that.
This isn't mine.
Yeah, isn't it? No, it's not. 28. Yeah, right. Is yours better than this thing?
I think it is.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I'm impressed when you go for walking. It's really nice. It's
Oh
like
yeah, I'll show you mine later actually. a lot smaller than this.
So who's there? Is Adash? Adash made an appearance yesterday. Hey,
Oh, I don't know if I've seen them. Oh, they can't hear. I think it's because of the microphone. Can you hear me at all, Pen, or am I just too not loud enough?
Oh, it's because it's a directional microphone. Some angles are a bit.
That happened the other day too.
Yeah.
My voice was really far away.
Yeah.
They have the microphone.
Because I've had Corey's been talking. Like you can hear the people miles away louder than Corey standing right next to it sometimes.
I know. But this is how they set it up, so that's why it's the way it is. I don't interfere with it. Sorry, Pen. It's because I've got the microphone facing the other way. Can you hear me now? But do I have to yell? Yeah, it is difficult. Sorry. Yeah. Look, if I'm on camera duties ever again, I will make sure it's facing the other way. Maybe sometimes it's good you can't hear what I'm saying.
That's right. They're worried about his mistakes.
It is a proper truck. Proper. Hey Matthew, thank you for joining us. Marguerite, Pinster.
It's a great souvenir, and plus everyone knows you're wearing it. Yeah, you're one of us.
Anyway, guys, I might leave you here for a bit, and yeah, you guys chat.
Monday I'm doing
Or I might come up with something.
So that's just the first part of the deal. And they're just working out how much time it is.
Either way, one of us will be back soon. So yeah, thank you again for being here and for being awesome. And for just sharing the same message.
So I can still probably have my date mail.
They took the sleepy stuff out of the leaky to get the Laramie. Because I used to be able to eat them like rolls. But yeah. Just give a doggy person, someone that has dogs, I'm not sure which brand.
They might take that note to the boys and discuss it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's got bite. Then it would. It usually would. But I'm going to like this a little bit more, guys. So it's just like yesterday, I think it was something. They 16,
Yeah, I like it. Oh, really? Oh, great. Just go in the back door.
Oh, I just can't. Yeah. Who's 50 taxi burn?
No, no. Yeah, that's a bit freaky. She wants to go to say hi to it. Really old. I know the one. There's the yellow top one.
Afternoon, beautiful people. How are we doing? Of course, we've still got Nobby going. Don't know who Personal Account is, but welcome. Morning, Pen. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Pinstar. Well, afternoon to all of you. And Albie. Hope we're all doing well today, guys. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it all. Obviously, we're a bit busy today. I'll leave you running for a bit longer at the moment. We've still got enough battery power, I hope. Still at 31%. We've got some scones and stuff going on in the background. Apparently, they're wanting to organise a convoy to ABC this morning because they're advertising advertising for jabbing kids again, 3 to 5 year olds, and also just about obviously the transgender agenda, the reading of stuff in the libraries from transvestites to our children, which is just not on, Blaney. Anyway. Yeah, no, love to everyone out there. Thank you, Daniel. Keep the chats going, guys. I'll be back with you soon.
Yeah. Right, got order for how you feeling?
Oh, eat something, Daddy. Manja, manja.
Oh, no.
You're on a diet, huh? I'll feed you. I'll bring the feed to you, huh? Oh,
You have some.
watermelon. That was so good. That was really good.
So you stayed last night and didn't have it? Did a few people leave?
Oh, no, I just mean Jude in the community, yeah? And then Jackie was like with us the first night. And she was, last night we stayed at a friend's house because she was going home this morning. Nice. What the hell? Very interesting.
Alright, I'm going to bring you guys around the back here. There's jam and cream, scones and everything going on. I'm going to go and pack up the speaker and stuff. We're going to be cutting the cake. One of the beautiful people that come and visit us all the time have brought a cake with the number 2 on it, so we'll have to cut that too. Good afternoon, evening, or whatever time of day it is in your world. Thank you for joining us.
It's going to come down the street and going to
Wind down the back.
For the last 2 years, this wonderful man here in the hat, plus his accomplice who's hiding,
He ran away.
where's the other boss?
He was right there. He's over the speaker.
But they call each other boss.
Corey!
I know for longer Bill and Corey stood at the Government State. I've been with them too, and it's pretty good over here. But this man and Corey, these two men. Yeah, his fault. I thought Bill's fault.
Oh, I've been stuck to
Bill
that,
and
man.
Corey started standing here 2 years ago today. Now, I wasn't that very first day, but about a week later, I rolled up.
Where's Dan?
And I don't have an affection for Fords. My brothers told me they're shit.
Thanks for repair, David.
Anyway, Bill drove in with his iconic F truck, which many of us will remember. The F truck's having a break at the moment, and he's got another vehicle.
Whose vehicle is it?
Oh,
This lady
got another
gave it to
vehicle.
me.
And he's done a few Ks in it. He's got a few to catch up though on me, but he's clocked them up pretty quick. But these guys have been here. They've been encouraging people. These two have watched out for all the single ladies who come here. For the mothers and grandmothers who come here on their own. They've taken it upon themselves to make sure that we're safe, which is what Phil was standing up for with the other lady. And so in appreciation of that, I've got a little gift for you, Phil. Oh, I'd roll up here and there'd be bacon and egg rolls for breakfast. And I started sending a text, last toilet stop on the way in. So Corey would have a coffee made for me, Phil would have a bacon and egg roll for me, ready when I got here after
Turn it around.
drive.
They fixed my car twice.
Before you turn it around, this truck, Corey helped me with this truck. I found this truck, it was been sitting in a guy's front yard for 9 years. Just sitting there. And I drove past it a few times. I'm going to want that truck. About it. It took us, 3 days or something to get it going?
You were meant to have it.
And, I had a half-hour drive home. It took about 4, maybe 5 hours. We fixed a few little things. Things were repaired daily. But it's driven everywhere. It's an amazing truck. It really is. It's been down here so many times. And to have it, see these double windows at the back, that means it's a little rat, which means it's the top of the range. So she didn't just copy a picture, she has copied my truck. And this came in with the 2 flags.
Came off a photo of it sitting there with Holmesy's vehicle.
There you go, yeah. And I can't tell you how many sausages and bacon and eggs. I cooked, on the tailgate of this truck, I cooked $150 worth of sausages on Parliament lawn, in the middle of Parliament lawn, on the tailgate of this truck. There you go. There it is.
No, that's the roast.
That's the roast.
That's fake news.
It was probably 5 sausages.
I chose to drive the truck down here because it brought more of a statement than my Lexus, which just blends in down here. I brought this down once, right? This truck came down several times for a statement, and in our first anniversary, I went home for a week, and I had to pull the engine out of this truck, completely strip it down, rebuild it, and bring it back so I could make it back for that first anniversary. It hasn't made the second one, but it's not because it's broken down. It's just,
You'll end up in the Freedom Museum, don't worry.
Yeah. It's amazing, guys. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Thank you, beautiful. Look around.
And I want you to know, if Phil and Corey can't fix something, it's really broke.
Sunday used to be fixed car, everybody's car day.
Wants to ride on the back.
Yeah, so we've done everything here. We've fixed transmissions, drive shafts, starter motors, alternators, you name it. We've done universal joints. Not just us. There was other guys that would step straight up, boom, be in. Sundays we'd fix cars and the kids would play cricket here.
Yeah. Yes.
Kids would play cricket here, run around like crazy.
Big kids did too.
Yeah, I play cricket over there. And it's always been an amazing spirit and an amazing feeling to be part of it. You guys keep us going. You know, you say we keep you going. No. You guys keep us going with your support. Yeah, Corey's got one as well. I was wondering how we're going to chop this one in half or something.
You could always share. And this man turned around and drove from Brisbane down to our place to cut wheat for me this year, so I didn't have to get in and out of the truck.
What did you have?
I also had some appointments with grandchildren on the Gold Coast, so he showed up, I nicked off, and came back 2 days before he left again.
So she could spend time with her grandkids and whatnot, and I can drive a truck. And Ian's an amazing man. He works hard. He supports this lady being down here all the time, and that means he doesn't get beautiful meals. He has to reheat his meals.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Ian.
So, thanks a lot. The least I could do was to drive the vehicle.
Hands just after very.
Is Wanda taking that home to look after it too? A bit like that painting?
Oh, yeah. Do I have to keep this?
For people that don't know, I don't have a house. I have a shed with my stuff in it, and it's absolutely packed because it also has Corey stuff in it, and that's all we have.
You don't have much shed at all, do you?
I have a lot of shed. I do have a lot of stuff, but yeah, I don't actually have a house, and I don't really reside from anywhere in particular. These guys have helped me out with storage of this stuff, and yeah, Corey's stuff has all gone into my shed because, like I said before, we're self-funded. We do what we can do, and my son has recently broken up with his partner, so he's in my shed as well with all his stuff. It's starting to get very crowded.
There's a business opportunity there, Phil.
Phil sounds like
you want
Actually, I went to the green shed yesterday to get a doona and I couldn't find one, so I got one.
For universe speaking to you.
Last night would have been nice.
Use it or I take it home and you don't ever see it again.
No.
Gotta use it.
And she just made one for my nephew too. I have a 11-month-old nephew. That's another reason I'm here. And she just made one for him, Leo. So, yeah, amazing. Thank you, Wanda.
You're welcome, Phil. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming, and it's never my fault, despite what Corey says.
Hey, I agree with Corey.
Yeah. He said it, we followed.
We're all at Brisbane when you read that letter.
Hey guys, there has been a convoy organised for after this, coffee and tea and whatnot. There's a convoy, someone, I can't remember, was it Lucia? Shelley organised a convoy. She wants to go down to the ABC.
Yeah, Phil's fault. Definitely Phil's fault.
Hi everybody.
Hi, Diggs. Thanks for being there yet again. As always.
That's right. Yes.
The media actually should be charged with murder, and during Nuremberg 1, there was 24, I think, 24 head media people were hung.
Not enough.
I saw an advertisement 2 days ago.
All right, guys. Charlie's got a small voice.
That's right.
Hey Diggs, how you going? What a monumentous day today.
Sorry? Monumentous day. It is, I suppose.
Leave our kids alone.
Why do those people have to do that in the company of children? Whatever they do in their own home, I don't care. They don't need children to do what they do. Yeah, well, you've got to ask those parents what are those parents thinking or doing.
Yeah, you got to remember, Albanese's been to 35
They do not need to do this in public. I don't care what they do. It's not up to me. That's their decision. It does not need to be done in public. And again,
They've also got a 4-year-old gender clinic in New South Wales now. They've even advertised that a 4-year-old is transitioning. It's a 4-year-old. They're not totally unaware of ramifications of
well, a 4-year-old is only getting transition because the parents have decided that's what they want.
No.
4-year-olds are going to decide that.
You put them on hormone blockers, what happens? They get osteoporosis.
My sister likes to play with Matchbox cars, so maybe she would have got those
I was a
surgeries.
tomboy all my life. Does that mean I should be a boy? I got fucking text from vagina and I got had sex from the
And so it is.
Better leave around one. It gives them time to pack up. One of us, right, put ABC in the GPS because we will be getting stuck at lights. Right? And we're going to go to speed up and try and keep up. So if you know someone's behind you, try and keep them in the rear view mirror. Alright, and yeah, and put the headlights on so we know it's part of the convoy. Alright, and let's go.
But if you get lost, go to
Guys, there's a cake here for a reason. I don't know why.
Happy birthday, Phil.
No, not me.
Happy birthday, Phil.
Not me, guys. It's more than just me. I can tell you. I wasn't the only person here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I said,
eat the whole cake.
I can just say that this lady here would have been here more often than me.
And thank you to all of those people that come and go, particularly to those people that stay for months at a time, create a beautiful family together. Thank you, everybody.
There's people that stay for months at a time. I'm looking for the score.
Some of us for years at a time.
You die hard. Amazing.
I know, I love the keys too. Oh, your score's the same.
It's Wakefield Avenue. Wakefield Avenue is very short.
Good morning. Nice, it's 28.
Can't miss
Yeah, cut it while it's still lit, eh? That's cool.
It went out.
It did sort of go out, yeah. It sort
No,
of...
the smoke came off like when things go out.
Yeah, right.
It went out.
Oh yeah, the cake. Come on, you're going to blow out the candle?
It went out by itself.
Well, it's done for
When
the
I put
second
it
year
down,
now.
I did that. See how the smoke, it went out. And it's coming back up.
Spooks.
Yeah, I get it.
I've actually got a bit out.
I'm here. I'm here. Get more cream on that?
Who's got it?
I'm going to give this to Dave. He never got any. It's gone. I've got it.
A lot of years after your
I have got my tissue in my pocket. I'm using that one.
Never mind. I'll make it. Third anniversary.
I'm going to do things all right now. Take it before I go and speak away. No.
Just because it's cream so good.
Thank you very much. Make them small, really small, Lee. Otherwise, everyone's not going to get a piece of this. Thank you very much.
Give him the big one.
I think the cream's good. Really appreciate it, John. Thank you.
We're going to have some cream.
It actually works really good.
Eat it all. Everyone's going to be licking fingers.
That's all right. What do you want with it?
On the 10th, there's a boycott for Woolworths. That's all I know going on. Other than court days.
People need to
No big protest.
I'm sorry, I'm not a paper towel. I've got a paper towel.
No, it's all right. I've got my bib one to tuck it all in. Just listen to Debbie.
Can we get some cake, folks? Fingers only.
Chips are all righty there. Biscuits are all right.
Oh, look at that. A birthday cake. Good to see ya. See you in real life.
Shot. We've just got a big shot.
But you will.
Yeah, I can cake it. I had extra dollops of cream on my one.
He's dealing with a lot of this stuff. He'll understand it. So they're going to at least give me a hug.
Now I'm
tomorrow.
You a hug.
But it's only a directions hearing for both.
Not born.
So, no, he'll be doing a video.
Albie, you're on it. Tell me what's for.
What's the trouble?
Yes.
I've got it all on video. Oh yeah, this is before. Yeah, I know, because then you have to go.
Yeah, we've
But yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
As
no,
the
we've
fabric
got
I've got in the back of my bag.
lots of things going
You know,
on.
the produce efforts.
No worries. Yeah, I know, but he's not till March. So, I know. It's really quick. Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Yes, well, I think that one.
No.
Nobody does one thing, yeah.
Can you hold it up? Can you hold it up?
Lots of people help us there.
Happy needs a table.
Just friends, family, they all help us along.
Yeah.
So 2 years. So 2 years for me today, 2 years for Corey. Oh, Corey.
You guys are on that table.
Days ago, anyway.
I'm on that table 2 years.
People,
I mean, you're looking
All right, everyone. It's good to be in reality. So I have to head soon.
Can I just send you?
I don't have any.
I've got a wet.
Oh, yeah.
Can we have a
can have a close. I need to. I might.
Oh, you want to get a, get a shot of it?
Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Tall enough here? Let's see if we can zoom in.
Paul wants
Did you
to get
want
it.
something?
Yeah. Just want to get a close up. Sorry, I was just trying to get the stand out of the way. Yeah, it's very nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful, yeah. Fantastic.
I wish there was more hours in this day.
It's one of the best quilts.
Oh, you're having that too?
Really nice, so I do. Yeah, thanks.
Done?
Yeah.
Beautiful. More. Get your corner up. Come on. Get your corner up.
Make Australia great again by making things in Australia again. I reckon. Australian made. Very cool, very cool that there was a nice, was the protest yesterday with heaps of people. Haven't seen that many people yesterday. The protests will be someone you haven't seen for a while or someone else you haven't seen for a while. But yesterday, heaps of people haven't seen for a while.
No judgment.
And then so good. And so good for the second anniversary. The GGs that everyone was here ready to go. And to have this going. So there, you're looking comfortable over there.
It's full of knees.
I'm just going for a tour.
Having a tour.
Yeah, it's live streaming, yeah. So, it's quite nice gardens. The old GGs. Yeah, see a pen. Yeah, my update on my Volvo. The engine started up on Sunday. So yeah, I broke some stuff on the engine last year when I was trying to fix the gearbox. So one day, yes, I'll make a reunion with my old Volvo. See a pen. Right, I have to go. Got to get back to Sydney. I've got a job in Melbourne tomorrow and I need to get some tools and stuff from the workshop. Unfortunately, but the good thing is I didn't have today off and I organised another day off today. I told the boss this morning. Well, I didn't organise it, I told the boss what was going on. So it's really good to be here.
He was going to
So he played have 3 days of
He wanted to give me some money for it. Don't worry, but if you want to give money to someone,
Well, I've actually got Charles and
he
Fred.
said, well, whatever you're giving, I'm giving
And they're all jab
yes, I have.
because everybody's now accepting this fact. Before we were the alienated, now
Get something. Do whatever you think.
No, in Perth, I've just come back from Perth, 6 months in Perth, and I go out the light everywhere. People all have their stories to tell.
My own wife got heart for as soon as I can. But just on the
Just say hi to Christine. I haven't said hi to her yet.
Some girls just stand up and walk down. I don't even know why. I've never even heard the rumours. I don't even know why it's like that. It's really weird now.
I would have had coffee if I had thought about it.
They really can't let you work first. How are they going to find more? Make a judgment on these really very basic principles of law. And so, yeah, and I have to make sure my submission, like I'm not going to, I'm not trying to get out of.
I've filled 90.
To get a point across, but it shouldn't come to that. Like, I'm making it very simple. It's just like, this is my point, this is my point, this is why. And you address those points because they're very important. And then anything to try and get me out of line, it's not worth it. Because then they'll use that, they'll reply to that, and they'll wait for respond to that. So I'm going to make it hard for them to get it out.
There's a whole group of yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to listen to speeches.
Like Canberra, when I saw it, I've got the references that he actually had got a fine in Canberra for a top of road. And he's a Canberra resident, got a Canberra license. And his case went for about 3 years. And eventually got off because he proved the Canberra laws were not valid. And I've got to look that up because I can use that as a precedent because that went to my court. But it's a lot of reading. I've got a lot of research to do. So that's why we got to it.
I had to use the back road.
And there's a guy I heard, I wanted to get his number for him. He's from the south, he's in sort of more Victoria direction, and he says they're just mucking him up in court. Like, dude, so what's going on in court, like with your world? Like how are you guys, what are you guys doing? Giving them...
I'm sorry.
So who? So you're doing good. That's good stuff. What you're doing. So you're like from Victoria. Are you? I don't know.
I'm only talking to him.
I don't know. not?
When there was 2,000 or 3,000 of them. I'm legally married, but probably more.
Well, get something organised after that.
Farmers not brainwashed my.
Oh, they know.
Yeah. No, I've met a couple of. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yugoslavs.
I've met a couple too. It's funny on my trip because I travel a bit for work, but there's a couple of times they said, like it'd be a lady at the car hire place, she goes, oh, I recognise this behaviour, I've seen this before in my country, yeah.
They all said, everyone I spoke to from different countries, they all said the same thing.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I know, I've heard that very thing.
We are.
Because they're back to the wall now. Yeah, because
when it all works out, we're going to be bored.
No, we're not.
No, but imagine,
we're not.
but imagine if we were actually, like, because I remember books as a kid, so the robots would do our work for us, and we'll have all this free time, but that's possible, that's still possible. You could just make 3-day work week or something, and we have all this free time.
No, it's when we take the 80% of our burden off our back, which is the part of government that keeps government where it is, we're going to be free. And the 20% that's left, that's 2% tax. That's all it is. In New Zealand, they worked it out that it's 1% tax. That's all they need to run the country properly. Not run the country where 80% of the effort is to keep the government where they are. And the judiciary and the bloody... When you take all the military style police, what does that cost?
Imagine what that could ever happen.
Oh yeah, and the rest, the bloody lithium batteries are probably 20-30 grand.
Because of the government,
Yeah, they buy it from their friends.
100 grand.
And how it comes back.
All right, well, anyway, I've got to head off, unfortunately.
Good on you. Keep it up.
I don't know, I'm from Sydney, but I've got to get back to my workshop today to get some tools. I've got a job early tomorrow.
You're going to go to Sydney to
So
go
I've got to be on. Yeah, I'm on a 6 o'clock flight, but I have to get to my workshop to get some cables. So I wasn't expecting to be here today, but I've got another day off work, so very happy on. Yeah. But I do have to go down to get back to
good luck.
Sydney on time.
Keep it up.
But yeah, good to meet you.
Keep it up, mate.
Yeah.
Keep it up, you're fucking brave.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that they make, I've still got the section 17 up my sleeve too, like guilty without conviction. But it's not good, but it's just
The fear is gone. So, first time I went to court, I'm like, then I realised what jellyfish comes.
Sorry.
Sweet.
And they're pissing themselves right now.
And then I didn't walk up to the bar.
I love it. There was one time I asked the magistrate, this is when I got confident enough to start being cheeky, and I asked the magistrate, so, yeah, what's the jurisdiction of this court? He goes, look, I'm not going to tell you. And I asked, what's the jurisdiction of the court? He goes, look, I told you. And then like, I went, right, I'm cranky, I'll just step back a bit. But I know you have to say it 3 times. So about 2 minutes, we just went into the proceeding a bit more than 2 minutes later, just go, what's the jurisdiction of this court? And he goes, Rah! I go, well, I've got means for a judicial review then. And then we just all ignored it. But in the end, he just goes, look, I've made my decision. But for you to accept this decision, you have to accept that this is a valid court. And then he ruled in my favour. And then, okay, I'll accept it.
You know, when I walked into the court very briefly, and the magistrate tried to call me Paul Pettit, Mr. Paul Pettit, my name's Paul blah blah blah. We didn't relent till he called me Paul, and he started calling me Paul. And I hit him with living man, blah blah blah. The two police prosecutors, this is for being out of my 5K zone and not wearing muzzles. And the 2 police prosecutors attacked the magistrate. Yeah, they said, you can't let him get away with this. And shut up. I'm in charge of this court. Yeah.
He put them down.
He
he put the police prosecutors down as if I wasn't smoking with them. And then he dragged me out. He said, "You go and meet with the police prosecutors, and you go through the paperwork, and you find out what's going on here, and you come back and tell me." Well, all of a sudden, the police prosecutors were in the office. They were half an hour before, and all of a sudden they're there. They went in there and they pretended to ruffle through some papers, and they printed out some shit rubbish that had an incorrect clause number on it or something that they'd sent me in the past. And then we went back into the court, and the judge basically made them do that so we could throw it all out. It was peaceful.
No, in the charge.
Good, eh? Well, the magistrates in Queensland aren't on the side of the people. No,
That was after the third adjournment.
Queensland want to work. It's always like
The third adjournment.
No, they don't want to.
The second adjournment, the judge pleaded with me to bring a lawyer back with me. I said, "I won't be bringing a lawyer back with me, thank you." Glad I didn't. Into the Black's Law Dictionary.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it too much. Yeah. But no, it's good. Good results. Yeah. But what was good about my one that day that I just mentioned then, when I walked out, there was one case left after me, and the representative, like the lawyer there, she just looked up at me and she gave me a smile, like she appreciated. I was like, I'm glad there was someone in the court that could appreciate what I've just done. And she's probably never seen that before. What the fuck's he doing? And then, but then she quickly went back to, she went, "Oh fuck, the magistrate might see me," and she went back to poker face real quick. But I got some acknowledgements.
I had the legal aid lady, she sat in my court case. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know she was there because she wanted to listen to this particular angle. She came up to me after that and she said, "Oh, that was very interesting. Well, next time you have to do this and that and blah. Thanks for your advice. Senior legal aid." And she let it slip that the courts. She said, "Oh, so we're talking about
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 cases.
the last court case I went to 2 weeks ago, when the judge brought in the verdict, which was another adjournment, we packed the court, everyone recording erupted, screaming, yelling abuse at him, and the PSOs had about 10 of them who intimidated us. It didn't work. One of them ran at the loudest fire and screamed at the judge. They're in disarray, brother. They are in fucking disarray.
So probably the next best idea is just put us on put on the avoidance. So we don't actually end up in at all. Yeah. We'll be on that special people list.
Yeah. Then when I tell my mates, "Oh, look, I got out of $6,500 fines. What are you paying that for, you fucking idiot?" And then all of a sudden you get a fine. I say, "Well, bloody Paul doesn't pay." Well, I'm not paying. Well, anyway.
No, good one, yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, cool.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, excellent. Yeah, good on you.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Take your leave, literally. It's all right. It'll all happen when it's going to happen.
So what, is there anything else planned for this week? I'll stay, if there is. ABC and girls. Oh, you're going to be here tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No. Will they be on the other side tomorrow?
I don't know what they're doing here. I mean, we're probably leaving.
Yeah, we're leaving. I can stay for a day or two. Yeah, it's all right, I think. Somebody bring it. What about the big one?
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Wanda, do you want these eggs? Been coming to camp for how long?
Maybe we should do that.
You got some Sorry, Emma. Do you want to take these eggs? Sorry, darling, I know. I haven't been on the back of that either.
I'll take them.
Oh, and
Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. They'll be around at the rock garden. Yeah, I've got to be to rock garden, so I'll go there. Can I sign that? Yes. Thank you so much. I met your husband. I didn't even know you were married.
See those little indicators, don't you? And you see them in a whole different light.
Because I was here 2 years ago, so you'll see married definitely. Awesome. My husband allows me frequent visit. Yeah. I have family. Agreeable.
You're going to come with me and cause trouble?
And my husband allows me to come frequently. Now, there's an issue with the ABC. What's the issue with the ABC? What is it? Yeah, what's the issue? Because well, I was staying there with Laura and we had come up. Richard overheard and he's just telephoned the head to warn them all. Doesn't matter. Well, I won't be there for ages. What are they going to do? I've got a bonus.
Block it all off and
They'll have 500 cops there.
We should say we're going to ScoMo's. We're going to ScoMo's, though, not ScoMo's. It's Albo's place now.
Lodge!
ScoMo can hang too. All of them from 7 Street. Anyone that's alive. Well, yeah.
Now I've got me.
Will I be able to get a ride? Will I be able to get a ride to town at some point with somebody?
Bill will have to
We won't
take
leave
you
you.
through John. Yours is full?
Oh, I can take it, but how am I going to?
Well, let's
Phil's problem. His fault.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Show of hands, Phil's full of.
Hey, we were standing outside.
Haynes and Vicky.
What? No, that's
Do you want
Joe's cream.
Joe? Okay.
Ah, yeah. No, that's not Joe.
I did a spelling mistake. It's alright.
Don't tell anyone.
The double P for appreciated. I'm like, whoops. Right, where is she? Hey, is she leaving town without it? No. Hey, Dix, are you still there? No. Right, how do I put this? What's the behind? No. Still got 12 on there. Sticking in with us. Good on yous.
Are you filming in this direction?
Well, pretty much everybody's headed off for the next little event, I guess.
Where's Annie? Because I think that's Annie's stuff there. Pals and stuff.
Well, whatever's left. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk to Dix over here. The other way.
It must have been really cold this morning. Yeah. And yeah, no, yeah, really good stuff.
Bit of a lean. Whoa.
I'm gonna,
Oh, it's been a big morning. Hope you're able to all catch everything that was said.
Oh, he's here. I'm behind the tree.
It's fantastic to have seen so many people here. Are you guys going to lift our spirits, as always, as you guys always do too. Thank you so much.
It's always the side I want to wind up right down. It doesn't have one on it, so I've got to come pull it up. Yeah.
We're going to head over to ABC. All right.
funny. I fucking love that thing they got you. I wanted to say something about he's driving a Land Cruiser now. He moved up, but I'll leave it.
Well, actually I could because I don't know exactly how many k's are on the truck because it only goes to 99,000. Then it goes over again. So I don't know exactly how many are on it. Could have been around 10 times, well I know.
Oh yes, I would love to see it. I saw Dad's black swag.
Live.
Yes, go on.
Still going?
Did you see that? 12 on there.
Wow, this is a huge live and we've still got people on the chats.
The male one comes up and he's
We've got more likes than viewers at the moment. That's definitely unusual.
All faded away.
Yeah, let me have a look with the glasses, guys, and I'll read the last comments. Thank you for being there. We know there's people that are on the videos that are unable to chat and that sort of stuff. G'day, Aria. Love you too. Beautiful people everywhere. Oh my God, yeah. See you tomorrow. Awesome. Knobman. What time is it over there, Nobby? Jeez, you're still doing up. Yeah, love you, Paul. Oh, it's Albie. Yes, Albie. It's been great to have you here, mate. You're here in spirit and mind. I know you were. You're in the chats, obviously, so you definitely were. Yeah, right. Thanks, Albie. Aria, Batman. Yeah. Sleepan.
What's that your television for?
Randy. Randy. Oh, Jason. How you going, man?
She's not going to do
Home from work. Oh, nice work. Oh, we're running out of battery. We're probably going to lose you guys. Well, kept you going. Hey, Jace. Off, back from work. Well done. Good to see you, mate. Been some amazing things last couple of days. Can't wait to chat face to face again. We're just about to wind it up, actually. You can see lack of numbers of cars in this car park because ACT policing considered that was a danger, and they have no control in this car park, so they cordoned the road off. You can see that vehicle right there. That's a police car with a road blocked off. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, they tried to rain out the protest yesterday, but they messed it up. Got it on the day before, and then that's it. Yeah, we're doing well, mate. Love our work, mate. Love you too, mate. Love your work. Well, guys, I'm probably going to wind it up. Big morning. Some huge emotions ran everywhere. Got some amazing people. Spoke some beautiful things about a lot of other people. Lucia, I would think. Is it Lucia that did it? She would be, and I bet you on Facebook that Christine will be live as well. And probably also Dee, because I'd say Dee will be there as well, so she'll be live streaming as well, I reckon. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And the Dee here. So beautiful woman. Oh, there's Christine now. I wonder if she's going. You can ask her for you guys. Christine, will you be living at ABC?
Yeah, my phone died, so I hope so.
Okay, so if Christine gets her phone back up, where do we look for Christine on Facebook?
Christine Kane on Facebook.
Oh, you don't use your real name.
I do.
So do I. Why? Because I'm not doing anything wrong.
That's it, I'm not. And everyone can have a look.
Yep.
You don't need to have a special proof or anything or all that sort of crap.
There you go. And I bet you Dee will have something going. She'll be there, I guarantee it. And was it Lucia?
Shelley.
Shelley. That's it. Shelley. I keep getting those two mixed up. Shelley will be there. She will have something going as well. All right, guys. I'm going to shut you down. See you, Randy. See you, Jason. See you, Knobman. Aria. LB. You rock. All right, guys. See ya.